Thinking of moving abroad? Let me save you a few years of trial and error. I'm Maro Hieta, a Finnish solopreneur living in Spain, and in the last 10 years, I've lived in 5 different countries. I learned some unforgettable lessons the hard way. So here are the 10 things I wish someone told me before I made the leap.
Malta. First, make friends as soon as possible. Like for most people, I didn't know anyone when I first moved. In the first months, I spent most of my free time alone, either playing video games or exploring the island. Thankfully, I had Finnish and French colleagues who invited me to their circles. Having connections with others was the key to really start enjoying the experience and come out of my shell. In practice, say yes when people invite you. What to avoid? Don't go too heavy in the parties. We Finnish guys have a bit of a reputation of drinking too much. Okay, number two, venture out from the comfort zone. My first job abroad was in a big office with 400 people and many nationalities. One thing I saw a lot was this flocking behavior. For example, most of the French colleagues would be hanging out together. So they didn't learn much English and simply created a small France for themselves. Same with other nationalities. For me, it was exciting to get to know people from all nationalities. It quickly taught me a lot to grow out of my small town awkwardness and made me a better communicator. Moving on to Portugal, number three, make the effort to learn the language. I like learning languages, and I think that has been a big benefit in my travels. Just by learning the basic phrases and being able to ask and answer to simple questions expands your world. The other option is the blank stare and say you don't understand. Je comprends pas. No entiendo. Jag vet inte. Name to them. This is essential in creating connections and experiences and to appreciate the local people. And here's the thing, if language learning sucked at school, this is different. You are surrounded with friendly teachers if you just try. And now you have all the apps and AI to practice the language at home. When I knew I'm moving to Portugal, I spent months practicing with apps on my phone, listening to Portugal music, and watching movies. Even if my level was still very basic, at least I could communicate and get friendly smiles. People really appreciate the effort. And Portuguese are also good in English, so that helps. Number four, have a backup. When I moved to Portugal, I lost my wallet at the layover in Paris. Dropped it in the toilet, most likely. And when I realized that, I was already through the security and had to run back in full panic mode. Obviously, it was gone. And in that frenzy, I almost forgot my laptop too in the security. What saved me was another wallet in my suitcase. I had cash to cover the first week while I waited to get a new debit card. When you travel or move, have two wallets. One to have on you that only has a prepaid card and some cash. Keep the other one tucked away with all your cards and documentation. You never know what might happen. Next on our list is Spain. Number five, build a routine. In 2018, I cycled from Lisbon to Malaga to spend the winter there. But I did the first mistake. I didn't make any friends. I mostly isolated myself to a small Airbnb room for 6 months, and the only thing that kept me going was my gym routine. There was a big gym just 5 minutes away from my Airbnb, and I went there 3 or 4 times per week. That winter wasn't easy, but having an anchor and some familiar faces helped me to cope with it. Number six, stay in control of yourself. Sometimes I would get lonely in Malaga and I went to a bar downtown. The walk back would take an hour or so if the last metro already went. So one time I was mightily drunk, singing some salsa song and hobbling my way home. Some guy stopped me to ask for a smoke, and while we stopped for a chat, I took my phone out. Then out of nowhere, the other guy tried to snag it out of my hand. I told them to fuck in clear terms, so they left me alone, but it was a good reminder. When you're alone and drunk late at night, you're an easy target. It's obvious, but it happens, so better you keep your senses even when you're having fun. Next country on our list is Mexico. Number seven, be open to change your beliefs. I was excited about moving to Mexico. I had never been to a Latin American country, and it was also putting me nervous. I had this idea from movies, series, and random news over the years that Mexico is a dangerous and wild country. Even if I already had a lot of experience of traveling and living abroad, I couldn't fully shake that fear. So during the first week, I was a little scared to go out more than a quick visit to the Oxo in the corner to grab some food or the local restaurant down the street. Fair enough, before that, I was isolated in a Finnish forest for a good while thanks to a global pandemic, so it took some adjusting. But soon I realized that it was fine. I went out to meet other people. Airbnb experiences is a great option. I made some friends and things started to work out. Number 8, get your papers in order. In 2022, I got married in Mexico and we moved to Monterrey. The problem was that my visa was expiring, and when I tried to apply for residency, they simply turned me away. That was a blow in the gut. So we did nothing. I stayed in Monterrey without papers, and that was a mistake. I stood out a lot when we went out. And I always had this tense feeling in my neck that if any authorities ask for my papers, they can throw me out. That and other factors in our relationship made me mostly stay at home every day without going out much. The big and hot apartment turned into a fancy jail cell I had created for myself. So my advice is to get your papers in order. Now when I moved to Spain, I got the EU citizen certificate so I can have a peace of mind. Okay, now you might be thinking, what happened when we moved out of Mexico? What did they say at the border? Well, I just went to the immigration desk at the Mexico City airport and told them that my visa had expired 1 year ago. So as soon as I said that we were married, they were like, whatever, here's your fine. For the final 2 points, let's go back to Finland, my home country. Number 9, keep your friends. I'm lucky to have a group of good friends back in Finland. We don't stay in touch too much, but when I go back, it feels great to see my old friends and do things together. And this goes beyond the home country. Try to make friends wherever you go. Then if you ever go back, you have same familiar faces to meet you. It's always the people and the connections that create the experience. And if you think that, oh no, I'm not social, I cannot talk to strangers, I was like you. I wasn't confident about my English. I didn't know what to say. I thought I will just make myself look like a fool and so on. None of that matters. People are looking for that connection everywhere. I learned to be social, to go first, have fun, and talk to people. When you do it with a positive attitude and open body language, most of the time it goes well. And if it doesn't, so what? There's endless number of people around you. Just go for it. And it just gets easier and easier the more you practice. Final note, number 10. It is your life. You make the rules. Don't settle. Don't give up on your dreams. I've been in a difficult relationship for the last 2 years. It's sometimes easy to lose yourself when your life is pulling you in 4 different directions. Life is always teaching us lessons, and sometimes you simply know when it's time to change. We are living in a time where we have more options and opportunities than ever. You can basically do and become whoever you want, live wherever you want, and make money by doing something you like. The only thing holding you back is your limiting beliefs and past experiences, our fear of letting go. But the past is gone. Life is now and tomorrow. That's where the good energy is. You don't need to know how right now. Just have that vision and feel the energy of the future happening. I didn't know how my life will go when I first moved abroad in 2012. That didn't stop me, and I have a feeling this is just the beginning. So if you're moving abroad, I want to encourage you to do it and apply these tips to make the most of it. It's absolutely worth it. Break out and live free. To keep watching, here's some more videos about living abroad.